I'm Amanda Saliano. I'm here at the Hilton Atlanta for the 2016 SCMS Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's catch up with some of the society members and see what they have to say about this year. How many years have you been attending SCMS?
A very long time. I don't remember my first SCMS, but it was SCS, and it was in Iowa City. So if people want to look that up, you'll see how old I am.
I think it's been a while. I think it was SCS in Chicago, so like.
Oh, how many of those have there been though?
Okay, yeah, that's not, but it was still SCS. It wasn't SCMS.
Okay.
So that was, over 10 years? 12, 15?
Oh, wow. Not too many, maybe 4 or 5.
Been coming to SCMS ever since I was a graduate student at UC Berkeley since 2005, I would say.
Oh my goodness. My first one was in 2004. I think it was Vancouver. Might be your first one too. No.
I didn't go to Vancouver. My first one was 2006 perhaps 2007 in Chicago. Yeah.
This is my third attendance and second presentation.
Awesome, and what have you presented?
2 years ago I presented on John Epstein and queer theory. This year I presented on a film called TikTok Trannies with Knives and camp studies.
What makes you keep coming back every year?
This is my favorite conference. I study television. This is, I think, one of the best conferences for television studies. It's also a really good conference for media studies. I think you get a diversity of perspectives here. You have people who are interested in film and narrative, or you have people interested in media industries and production. And I'm interested in all those things, so I think you get a good representation of the field of media studies here at CMS.
More and more I come back to continue those connections, but also to see people that I've met over the years. It's the one place where everyone gathers.
Early on, it was to get to hear from people in the fields of media studies, up close and personal, current work, all that kind of stuff. But now at this point, once you're in it for a decade or so, it's really also a way to reconnect with those who you don't get to see that much, people who you were in grad school with, who maybe you served on faculty with someplace else but have moved on. So it's kind of becomes a reconnection point.
Some sense of duty, to be perfectly honest. I mean, this is, film studies, English literature have MLA, we have SCMS.
I want to see David.
Oh, sure.
Amongst other of my peers. It's really the go-to conference for television studies. We both went to UT, RTF, and so this is the main place where we get to, get back with the gang and play our music again.
What are you looking forward to seeing? What kind of panels while you're here this year?
I've noticed this year there are so many amazing queer panels. Queer theory and queer studies are really booming. I know that the Queer Caucus had to pick 8 to sponsor out of 22 that were submitted, and that's not even all of them. So this year is a really exciting year for queer studies here.
Today I've already been to 2 papers, which means I panel hopped. Yes, I believe there's a fine paper by Brian Jacobson that I hope to hear later today on industrial setting.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch in my calendar. I'm only here today and tomorrow because classes started this week, so I wasn't able to make it on Wednesday or Thursday. So I have a dozen panels, so many interesting panels on television, new media industries. There's a number of panels on the academy itself, which I think is really interesting. And as a tenure track assistant professor, that's of interest to me as well. So it's going to be tough to decide what to do, but I will have to make those decisions.
I know that there are a couple more humor studies panels that are the Comedy and Humor Studies Scholarly Interest Group sponsored or co-sponsored. I forget what they are. I wish I could remember. I know that there's one on objection and comedy on Sunday that I might be able to make. And I think there are 2 more, one on Friday, one on Saturday. And I don't remember what those are, but I'm sure they're going to be great.